Previously on Damian Keyes.
So today I want to do a big one, and instead of doing a top 10, I want to do a top 30. This one's going to be the top 30 mistakes made by young or new or inexperienced bands. So if any of this sounds familiar to you, then fear not, we can change this and we can get you the success that you are driving for. So come with me on a journey. Tip 16, waiting to be inspired before you write songs. Is this you? When was the last time you wrote a song? Have you tried to force the process? Why not be writing songs all of the time, even if they're crap? Force that process through. Don't wait to be inspired and let a month go past until you've written your next song. Tip 17, trying to find a manager too early. The amount of bands that come through to me saying, we need a manager. And my answer is always the same. No, you don't. You don't need a manager. You just need to get better at managing yourself. If you can manage yourself, then you have a good chance of making this band work. If this band is reliant on you finding a manager, then you're probably screwed from the start. Number 18, thinking you need a PR company. You've got your music, you want to release it, you need a PR company. But do you? No. You need momentum, and a PR company is going to do its best work when you've got great music, a great story, and more importantly, momentum from an audience. And without those three things together, a PR company is going to struggle. They'll probably take your money, but they probably will struggle, and you'll have spent your money and you'll be sitting there scratching your head thinking, why hasn't this worked? So what you actually need is to be getting your music out there on a regular basis and building and looking after your audience. Number 19, thinking Facebook owes you something. What Facebook used to be and what Facebook should be mean nothing at all. What Facebook is now matters, and what Facebook is now is a great way for you to market your band. However, you are going to have to think about making more remarkable and shareable content, and also probably put a bit of money into it to get the reach that you think you deserve. Number 20, bombarding your audience with demands. Listen to this, buy our merch, come to our gig, do this, demand, demand, demand. When someone likes your Facebook page, it's your job to look after them. It's not their job to look after you. So stop demanding things of your audience and start bringing them value on a daily basis. Number 21, not seeking out help or advice. This is a complicated industry and it is changing every single day. So stop being so pig-headed and ignorant, thinking that you know best and you know what the music industry wants because that's the way Pink Floyd did it in 1969. This is an ever-changing industry. So go and find help, go and find support, and go and find mentors like me and ask questions and say, how does this work? And go and do your research and figure this stuff out, and that will stand you in good stead for taking your band to the next level. Number 22. Starting your own email mailing list. I know, GDPR, scary times. Now is the time. If you don't have an email mailing list, now's the time to start one. It's the perfect time. Everyone's email has supposedly gone quite quiet. Now is the time to start collecting those emails and bringing people value in their email as well as on their social media. Number 23, not using social media paid ads. Now I touched upon this earlier, but if you want to get that reach, you're probably going to have to start putting a bit of money into Facebook and Instagram. Not a lot, but what you will have to do is learn how this works. You put a Facebook ad out and it didn't work. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It means that you aren't experienced enough yet at making it work with Facebook or Instagram ads. So experiment, learn, get better at this, and I promise you, if you do that, it will elevate you above all of the other bands in your local community for a couple of pounds or a couple of dollars a week. Number 24, not showing off who you are. That's the most important bit. Where you've come from, where you're going. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? And more importantly, what you stand for. That's the bit the audience will relate to. And every day you're posting social media content and that can get lost. So whether you put that as a pinned Facebook status or an Instagram highlight, that's the message that you want to be getting across. Who are we and what do we stand for? That's the first impression. Number 25, not planning the content you are going to get from your gigs and your events. Now, I know when you're playing a gig, you're busy, but you have a responsibility to your audience to get great content from that gig. And the amount of times I say to bands, oh, that was an amazing gig. Did you get some social media content? Oh no, I forgot. That is not good enough. And it comes from planning. Plan what content you want to get out of that gig instead of just trying to get something on a day and hoping for the best. Number 26, and we're getting on some crucial ones now. Not sacking band members when it's the right time. You're fired. When you're being loyal to someone who is not being loyal back.
I'm very, very loyal.
Then what you are doing is you are jeopardizing your career and your band. You need to take a look at the band, and if someone isn't working out, you need to sack them as quick as possible and bring someone else in so you keep that momentum going. Number 27, local band politics. Worrying more about other bands than worrying about what you're doing. It's easy to pick other bands apart. It's very difficult to pick your own band apart. Stop worrying about what everyone else is doing and just worry about your own project. Number 28, releasing music with no build-up. This idea that when you release the music, that's the start. It isn't the start. That's practically the end. Your job is to actually tell the story from the inception of the music through to the release and beyond. So you need a build-up if you're going to release music. Number 29, releasing music, promoting it for a few days, and then giving up. Now you spend all of that time writing and arranging and producing this music only for you to put it out and release it for a day or two and then sit back and wait for nothing to happen. Please, please, please respect the amount of time it takes to promote music. I'm talking weeks to months, every single day of just talking to people. Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Please listen to this. Again and again and again. Not just to your Facebook audience, but one-to-one, individually, seek people out. This is a part of the process that takes time. When you release music, allocate say 2 to 3 months of proper promotion where you're trying to do 2 things every single day to get that EP, album or single out into the world. Number 30, and probably the biggest one, not quitting when it's time to end. And I'm not talking about quitting the music industry or quitting you being a musician, but when you've been in that band and you're going round in circles doing the same thing again and again, and you've got those niggles in your head where it's not working and you're doing the same old, it might be time to give up, because starting something afresh can bring a whole new momentum and a whole new excitement, which might trigger something bigger and better. Bigger is better. So I'm not saying quit your band, but just recognize when the time is right, you need to quit, start something new, and go again. So that's it, that's my top 30. If any of that stuff rings true, then it's not too late for you to change it. But more importantly, I'm here to help. So you can hit me up. If any stuff rings true and you want some help, then message me on Facebook, message me on Instagram, message me on YouTube, message me on Twitter. I'm on all of them and I'm here to help. More importantly, what I need from you is to like, subscribe, follow me, the usual stuff, and come with me on my journey so I can help you get to where you want to go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.